Hey Aquarius, welcome to your Soul Path General Love Reading. This is going to be looking into the Akashic Records, okay? And so we're going to look at your path, okay? The obstacles, what the, happiness factor kind of is, the illumination that's needed, the way that it's showing up currently, and a little bit outside of that. But we're going to start with pulling out those basic cards, and then we're going to move out from there, okay? Roles can be reversed in this. It could be a third-party situation or old baggage that you need to clear out. All right? So just take it as it resonates for you, Aquarius. Okay? And one more. And we will get started. Okay, I am going to pull out a card for the collective here. And I'm going to pull out intention. All right? So, for the collective and the intention of delving into these records, okay? For the collective, your guides might be really highly working with you right now to try to tap you into your intuition, okay? Because what we're getting here is that you may think that you're wishing for something, but what you truly want is something different. So it may just be in the way that you're kind of creating, okay? So I feel like it's important for you to really be not so, Spirit's saying not so divergent in the way that you are wishing, okay? You have to put intention into it. This has to do with your divine counterpart. Somebody is waking up and the two of you may be projecting your stuff on each other. Okay? So, pretty amazing. Okay, so the path here that you are on, right, is the Earth Keeper. So, you really are like taking everything from the sun, bringing it into Mother Earth, and creating from it, right? Your path is of someone who more or less has the inner ability to kind of convert energy, okay? You may find that you are called to a practice where you are working a lot with your hands and bringing happiness to others. So for some of you, okay, this could be that if you're not working with your hands, you are feeling unfulfilled because it's too much brain work. And I don't mean that you're not smart, but you just don't enjoy the brain work, okay? If this resonates for you, if you're obviously, if you have air, whether you are Aquarius as a sun sign or another, the air is about the thoughts and the processing and the dreams and the wishing, right? Because Aquarius is the star. But your overall being and purpose, you are very much more aligned to just a much more, let's just say, ordinary lifestyle, okay? Like you desire something practical. Now, the obstacle here is the ghost dance, okay? And this is card 22, angel number 22. 2s are about paths, okay? 4 is about clarity to me. And so you are trying to transform and get clarity. For some of you, really moving into meditation and how that kind of sparks in all of this. So let's look at the obstacle has to work with the Jupiter, which is your sort of like what's pointing you to, like, it's kind of like the Dewey Decimal System or Googling, right? So you are looking for something in the library and it seems the obstacle is that it's kind of foggy and you're trying to really clarify and there might be too much to look at. So how are you going to, you know, get around that? Beautiful here, okay? It's coming out of the cave, really, here. And understanding that, you know, it's like turning the inside outside. And I see this as being like, you're being guided on how to grow something that is stable, how to transform into things that are very stable for you. And by looking at this card, I'm getting this feeling from Spirit that it is very much about creating stability and having this sort of new birth out of everything that's happened during this sort of pandemic. And it's having the courage to grow something where it looks like nothing will grow. Okay, with the rock. But you know, like, look at this. You know, you believe, you have faith that what you want, like, it's going to be something that grows and it's amazing. But you have to pursue it no matter what the fear is. Okay, and just know that all of these angels, like, there's so much support for you to find this path, to be on this path. So whatever new that you are thinking of doing and growing, that you are looking at and thinking, oh no, that's not going to take off. Spirit's guiding you otherwise. Okay. So what action do you need to take? All right. What action does Aquarius need to take? Okay, Aquarius, the bushfire, okay? It is important that you prepare, that this is going to be like they're telling me it's almost like, you know, walking, like you're just walking through the fire, like fire walker. Like they're showing me like Tony Robbins, like walking across like the fire path. It's making sure that you do this, have faith, but do this very much safely. Okay? Don't break the, like they're like, don't break the egg. Okay? Do things very safely. Just like with this virus, there are things that you need to make sure that you are being very proactive about, so that you are taking actions that are passionate, because there are still butterflies coming out of these flames, but that you're making sure that everything, that you're taking all of the safety precautions needed. All right. So what really brings you happiness here is, I feel like the pace at which this is going to move, and how you're really coming into your own. You're coming into this energy of like you're creating a buzz wherever you go, right? With the wind here, like this is the feminine seer meeting up with the divinely, like, feminine, like, emperor penguin, right? Where she is divinely feminine and divinely masculine. And the seer here right, is wearing these like elk horns. Like the seer is also very balanced. So Spirit is saying, you know, you need to be balanced. And so that's beautiful that the balance brings you happiness, because the Venus impact in your Akashic records is all about, right, harmony. Thank you. And I love, okay, you can't make this up. Look, the wind in the wind. You're definitely dealing with something that you are passionately aligned to be creating here. And even though it feels like you are, right, kind of out of control almost in some ways, like what you're creating, it's a part of you. And it will balance out. Like you're coming out of this tree and creating from the wind. And it's a huge change. But see, the birds are not afraid. So it is happening exactly the way it's meant to be. And when you're done, I feel like this tree will stand up, right? So you've kind of planted the seed for this tree, and you've got to be very careful that you don't burn this forest down, okay? So that's why you've probably planted it way up on this rock to try to keep it safe. But you're creating this. It's a passion. It's a passion of love. And so how does this have to deal with your soul urge? Okay. Home and hearth. Okay, you are either creating for a family that you have already, or for a new beginning to have this magic of this family, this home, this lifestyle that you want and desire so much. And that's really beautiful, because you can see there's the fire in the hearth, right? That's not scary. That's you've kept it under control. And that's your soul urge here, to keep it under control. And I feel like to call in this divine partnership. Okay. And it's important here because you are undergoing this massive journey. You're taking on all of the elements, bringing yourself fully into alignment, fully into balance here with the journey. Okay, and it's being illuminated to you. But you're still protecting your heart, I think, out of fear of the wind. Okay, you're still protecting your heart out of the fear. Okay, so how you're going to integrate this into your life, I feel like it's all to do with this magic of the hearth, right? There's the tree of life. It's like the 2 of cups for me. It's the divine and the 6. It's like the lovers and the 2 of cups all mixed together. As you intertwine with this person, as your tree grows and you intertwine with your person, right? You get this beautiful, like, coming together of family. Like, that's what you wanted. That's kind of how you created here. So What's the strength in all of this for you? What's the strength coming out of your records? That you aren't trapped in fear, okay? So you feel like you're in this cave. Part of you's in this cave, right? You're planting this tree. That is really what your Akashic record is pointing to. Okay, Oliver's trying to steal the blanket. Oliver, can you please go lay down? But it was protecting you. It wasn't trapping you. Like, you may have felt fearful, but it wasn't trapping you, okay? Because that cage is empty, and it was just protecting you while you grew. And I feel like it's very important for you to note that your inner strength was in the protection that you put around yourself as you went through the process. Okay. Where you are really strong is that divine bull, okay, Taurus, which we are in Taurus season. Pleasure. When you open up your heart to your divine partner, I feel like it's the alchemy between the two of you that is actually going to create everything. I feel like for some of you, this is truly about starting a family. If you already have a family, it could be about how do you rekindle this love. So how does the Earth Keeper here, okay, how does the Earth Keeper here be balanced with all of this? Nourishment. All right. And they're nourishing the egg. You can't make this up. You really have to take care of your body, especially if you are getting ready to have a child. Make sure that you are eating rich folate foods. Not folic acid, because 25% of us cannot absorb folic acid. I am not reading your genetics here. I am giving you some advice to talk with your general physician with. I am not giving you medical advice. They will give you medical advice. I'm just giving you the science, okay? Because they're showing me all of the greenery here. And it's important that you keep that in mind. I have supplements that I use with all of my wellness clients that are plant-based for a reason, so that because the body understands that bioavailability of a whole plant more than a essence. Okay, so you've got to nourish that body, but also I feel like, you know, it's really, how do you nourish your mind? How do you keep yourself from going into this sadness? How do you keep yourself balanced? You'll know, angel number 44 here, you will know that you are on the right path because you will feel completely attracted to this person, this choice, this moment. It's going to completely feel aligned for you. What you need to shed in order for this wish that you had written down to take place is you have to realize that your life is going to change on the other side of this. But know that you were meant to create this. Okay, look, it's written. This has already been written down. It's already in your records. Intuitively, you know that you were meant to create this, that you were meant to move into this new space, this new life, this new energy. And then what's the scorpionic rebirth energy here? And my ear's ringing again, so somebody really needs to know this. Okay, it's focus. All right. You may feel underwater emotionally with all of this. But remember, even as we are being created and born, right, we're in water and we can breathe, and that's no problem. Okay, it's the mind. Remember, I was talking about how do you keep your mind nourished, keep your mindset right. And that's where this transformation is happening. And the blue butterfly tells me it's the transformation of being connected with this divine partner that is creating all of this. All right, so let's go ahead and get just a little bit of clarity. Okay, tell me here about the earth. All right, you and this person here in real life. Ace of Cups. So for most of you, this could be new, okay? But because there is a ring on the finger, either this is leading to marriage or you are rekindling with someone that you are already in a divine connection with. Knight of Swords. This is about bringing you the clarity, okay, that you truly need here. Yeah, Page of Swords, okay. Somebody, you may have already met this person, and somebody may just need to make the next move. So tell me more about how you are afraid here. All right. Yeah. Okay, you can see the inner child in here, and then we've got the child with the moon. And the moon's illuminated here. You need to address where you are fearful of, right, being kind of left behind. Perhaps as a child, this has really been something that you've struggled with. Tell me about the meeting with this person, the alchemy. Yeah, you may meet them and you are already in a connection, or you feel trapped in the presence of how the situation has been. But you know that this is meant for you because it makes you feel so light. It makes you feel so happy. That's what opens up your heart. Yeah, it's very balanced. Okay, this is going to bring out shadows. It is going to bring out a lot of happiness. But that pleasure center is going to be impacted by both of those things. Tell me a little bit more, okay, about the nourishing yeah, okay. You may just feel like this is just some sort of sexual attraction. And it is more than that. And it's about standing in your power. Queen of Wands knows their value, knows their worth. Yeah, Five of Cups. Okay, this is an old wound that you need to really care for mindfully, right? Yeah, to bring yourself into safer, energy within your heart, within your mind. And that's how you start manifesting. Okay, tell me about the attraction here. Angel number 44. The Empress, right? Again, a birth symbol, fertility. For someone here, this is about family, okay? Or creating a family. Yeah, and You have 2 paths or 3 paths here you can go with the 3 of Wands, but this is your path forward and you know it, 10 of Cups. You know where this is all leading. And it's that ultimate love. So tell me about the realization of what you're creating here. Yeah, it just feels right. 2 of Pentacles. You and this person, the second you have this realization, it's all about this energetic connection where it just feels like this is meant to be. And there we have the Lovers. Okay, that's just confirmation for you that you are meant to be creating with this person, that either you are creating with now or is just about to come forward because of that Ace of Cups. Okay, focus on being in your best loving self. Okay, the Queen of Cups loves themselves as much as they love others. They nourish themselves as much as they nourish others. Keep listening for what you need. Divine timing to know, to learn, to create. You're fostering here, okay, a new mindset. Transforming your third eye, okay? And you're being illuminated here. You might even be listening to like mindfulness videos, okay, meditations. Okay, at the heart of all of this, the sun. Okay, tell me about the wind. Yeah, this is going to, it is a little bit of a game, okay? It feels like in some ways, but it is the game of life, okay? And this person is going to bring up, right, a lot of that pleasure center, a lot of the shadows within, but it's meant to be coming in a little bit. The wind can be soothing, the wind can be chaos. And with the divine partner, it's meant to be all of those things. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's get a couple cards from the universe. And then I will move to the extended. Yeah. Okay. This has already been written. 6 of Wands. So it is already yours. It's about just accepting the guidance from Spirit, from your own Akashic knowledge that's being awakened through this reading to move forward. But again, know that there's a lot that needs to be worked with in your shadows in regards to this pleasure center, because we've got both of my sexy devils, okay, and we also have pleasure and attraction. So there, and the Empress is very seductive. So it is about understanding how all of that energy plays into things, because this Queen of Wands, right? This Queen of Wands, it's almost like tuned out from the sexual experience here because it's overwhelming, because it brings up those PTSD, 5 of Cups energies. So that's definitely part of what's on your path to work through. And the Moon. Okay, do not hide your emotions from this person. This is your yin to the yang. Okay, this is what I call, it's the Inyo beings, which more about that will come here in the near future. but it is what I associate with Pisces, but it can be anyone that has that divine partnership, sort of a connection. Okay? Do not hide your emotions from this person. It's very essential that you know that. All right? So, they want me to do one more. What? Okay. I'm like, what do you want me to pull? All right, an oracle card to finish it off. Moon lore, ebb and flow. Okay? Especially whether you are the Empress or dealing with the Empress. A lot of the energy here, okay, of managing the winds, of managing and the chaos around you is in dreamland, okay? You can definitely set an intention before you go to sleep and really intensify, right? Like the ebb and flow of this in the dream state so that it's less to deal with in the day-to-day process. All right? So I hope that this helped you, Aquarius, and I hope to see you at the extended. I will leave you a little sneak peek, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Okay, Aquarius. So what is the lesson that you need to learn here? Okay, celebrate. 3 of Cups, sort of an energy. You know the universe is always dancing with you. Create joy with ease. I find celebrations in my life bring the rains that clear the air. So know that with some of the storm, right, those rains are meant to be clearing the air here. And it is meant to be a reminder here for you of the celebration. Okay,